Ukraine's war machine is running on fumes, and now it's turning to its senior citizens to keep the fight alive. In a bold but telling move, Rada Deputy Roman Kostenko on Tuesday announced the registration of Bill Muncie 2229, which would allow citizens aged 60 and older to voluntarily sign one-year military contracts. Framed as a response to public demand, the proposal reflects the acute recruitment crisis facing Ukraine as its grinding war with Russia enters its third year. We implement contracts for persons aged 60 plus, Kostenko posted, declaring that many elderly Ukrainians remain motivated and experienced and eager to serve. Under the bill, enlistment would require unit commander approval, with additional clearance from the General Staff for senior officers. But this shift comes on the heels of growing international scrutiny of Ukraine's conscription policies. Earlier this year, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance publicly criticized Ukraine's forced conscription tactics, calling them inhumane and desperate, highlighting viral videos of military recruiters dragging young men off the streets. His remarks underscored the increasing discomfort among Ukraine's allies about the country's coercive recruitment measures.
Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this.
Just weeks prior, Kyiv passed controversial legislation lowering the military mobilization age from 27 to 18, further exposing the widening gap between the army's needs and its recruitment capability. The move sparked debate both at home and abroad, with critics warning of the growing toll on Ukraine's youth and the lack of adequate training and preparedness. The legislative push to enlist the elderly coincided with another major decision by the General Staff, announced via social media and cited by UNN. Wounded soldiers unfit for combat will be reassigned to fill key positions within the military. At the same time, staff from territorial recruitment centers, TCRs, who are medically fit but lack combat experience will be deployed to frontline units. The order, issued by the Commander-in-Chief, has triggered an inspection across all TCRs to prioritize personnel with battlefield exposure. Oversight of the process has been assigned to a Deputy Chief of the General Staff, with officials saying the aim is to rebuild morale, enforce equity, and restore cohesion among troops. The General Staff highlighted additional reforms already underway: expanded social work roles, a restructured psychological support system, improved tracking of conscripts and reservists, and the creation of legal support services. Measures to improve the work of the TCR are ongoing, military leadership noted. Yet behind these organizational changes looms a harsher truth. Ukraine is rapidly exhausting its fighting force and struggling to replenish it with trained, capable soldiers. Meanwhile, Moscow has seized on Kyiv's recruitment crisis to intensify its information war. The Russian Ministry of Defense has repeatedly accused Ukraine of deploying Western mercenaries and NATO-linked commanders to plug battlefield gaps. Though NATO denies direct involvement in combat, Russia claims captured foreign fighters prove otherwise, allegations that add fuel to the geopolitical firestorm surrounding the conflict. With a front line locked in stalemate and losses mounting, the defense of Ukraine may soon rest in the hands of those old enough to remember the fall of the Soviet Union. While the world watches the burden of war, fall on the shoulders of both the young and the elderly.